April 30th, 1945. When he first spoke of Dmitri, Reznov told tales of a hero. Someone we should all aspire to be like. At times, I have seen him show mercy, but at others act with complete brutality. I do not understand him. Perhaps heroes need not question their actions.
Hey everyone, it's Zanzibar Craig. Before the video, I wanted to go ahead and introduce my new series on the channel called Blast from the Past. I'll be revisiting classic games and trying to beat them on the hardest difficulty. It's a little trip down memory lane. I wanted to go ahead and try to give credit to all the games we grew up loving and hating. Call of Duty World at War and Veteran was definitely notorious for its difficulty and the perfect first video for the series. So, without further delay, let's get to cover, have an ungodly amount of grenades be thrown at us, and pray for that next checkpoint. This is Blast from the Past, Call of Duty World at War on Veteran.
You think because you say nothing, you are strong?
World at War wastes no time showing the player just the tone of the game and a sliver of the brutality that lays ahead of you.
Miller, you're okay.
Daddy Roebuck! We start the campaign out as Private Miller fighting against the Imperial Japanese Army in the Pacific, one out of two perspectives we have in the game.
Grab a rifle. We're gonna tear this place apart.
Being on Veteran, I knew it was going to be easy for me to get absolutely demolished, so I went from cover to cover, try to use the M1 Garand to take out enemies with precision, and try to advance forward so this way my AI teammates can help out. Automatic weapons definitely help. I won't go into each parts of the level in extreme detail as that's not the focus of the video, but I will be putting a focus on main objectives, the story, as well as any struggles I had along the way. In the first mission, we have the opportunity to save a fellow soldier named Private Ryan from his untimely death and get us an achievement. I've already done this little Easter egg, but on my second run through, Private Ryan had some unfortunate friendly fire situation. What the fuck, Roebuck? Alright, well, rip Private Ryan, you'll always live on in my memory and hard drive. The first mission lays out what to expect in terms of gameplay for the rest of the campaign, giving the player 3 to 4 main objectives to complete while trying to advance forward, with checkpoints spread all without the landscape of the mission. World at War also has the player advance the action for themselves instead of having your allies do it for you, which sounds like a good gameplay mechanic, but on Veteran it quickly becomes overwhelming having to fight through the entire army, grenades be thrown at you, and Sergeant Fucknuts over there yelling at you to do something. Yep, sure thing, sir. Since I'm not doing anything, I'll go ahead and plant these charges. We overstayed our welcome, so the Japanese army kind of got a little upset. We say our goodbyes. And that's it. That's the first mission all wrapped up and done. I wanted to highlight World at War and its use for having real-life footage included with its cutscenes, reminding the player that they aren't just playing through a video game, but a major part of history at one of its most brutal moments. Black Ops 1 kind of would adapt this feel and extend on it in its own story, but Activision and Treyarch definitely set out to make a gritty World at War experience, and it still holds up today, even though it was released all the way back in 2008. Unlike some other games, we're not going to go ahead and focus on this channel, like World at War 2 and also Vanguard. We set our journey out in the next mission, heading towards an occupied Japanese beach, kind of mirroring D-Day. Oh, fuck!
I got you, Miller. He's still in one piece. Plan's gone to shit. Tojo's got a defensive line dug in just beyond the tree line. We got heavy MC fire tearing up the beach.
I got you, sir. I used my new rocket strikes that Daddy Roebuck gave me, And we start pushing forward. There's a lot of enemy resistance, so I try to take my time and use those airstrikes as much as possible. There's heavy resistance. Oh, fuck, hang on. Grenade. I got it. Got another one. Oh, fuck. All right. Well, never mind. Fighting through the Japanese-occupied trenches, I did what I could to clear out enemies and continue moving forward in hopes that my allies would actually assist me. When the game gave me a chance to actually use the airstrike, I used that son of a bitch as much as possible. And look, we got ourselves an achievement of the process, Snake in the Grass. I love seeing that old achievement pop up in the top right corner. It brings back so many memories. For the next objective, we have an enemy-occupied bunker, but we're quickly ambushed by a bonsai charge, where the enemy will sprint at you and your allies, attempting to attack you at any cost. We push through the bunker with forces to fight inside. Make it to our last objective, taking out enemy tanks using airstrikes and infantry surrounding you. I use those airstrikes, cleared them out, and I move forward, ending this mission. Oh fuck, sir, watch out! We're not going to talk about that first shot that I missed there. His death is not on my fucking hands. That's Private Ryan and Sergeant Sullivan already that we're losing. This is not a great track record. Sergeant Sullivan now KIA, not because of me though. The squad needed a new leader, and Sergeant Roebuck is promoted to leader, and the squad joins up with the 5th Marines to secure an enemy-occupied airfield. And we push into the 3rd mission. 3rd mission has had us trucking through the swamps, making our way to hostile artillery positions.
Fuselage is still smoking. Check for survivors.
He's all snarled up on something. Shit! Grenade!
We quickly ambush and find ourselves surrounded, having little to no cover to work with, and enemies charging at you at any moment. As a quick side note, I wanted to go ahead and bring up the rifle I'm using right now. It's one of my favorite weapons from this time period, and that's the Browning Automatic Rifle, or BAR. The BAR is definitely up there for top World War II weapons, laying down some hate on the battlefield. The Thompson M1 Garand overshadowed the BAR, being the 2 major weapons that everyone can name from this time, but the BAR will always be my favorite.
Pretty cool.
Alright, back to the video. Pushing forward to the artillery positions, we encounter heavy resistance, inching closer and closer to the first checkpoint. By now, I was kind of starting to get down a really good groove. I would inch forward, encouraging my allies to actually assist with me, taking the battle to the enemy while also making progress. However, this plan quickly falls apart once grenades start being thrown at you from left and right. That's fine, I'm just gonna hide in here and live in this bunker. Outside, we get pinned down by MG fire, and it's up to me to take control of the flamethrower, otherwise known as the "oh, holy fuck, I'm on fire!" And that's what you could be heard whenever you sprayed at enemies. Quispy. Making the final approach to the airfield, hostile forces were taken out with ease. I was running low on BAR ammo and not about to lose that bad boy. Oh, Private Jones, thank you for your sacrifice, sir. We get our ammo and set our sights on the last AA gun, securing the area for the final holdout section of the mission. This part was a little bit of a clusterfuck and it cost me some deaths. I tried to use the AA gun to my advantage, but the thing was just moving too slow. I tried to hop in it, tried to shoot, didn't really work out that well. Even on the MG, there was just too much going on. Thank God our boys in the sky took it over and bombed the hell out of them, and that was the end of the mission.
The rotten cancer of the fascist Reich ravages Europe like a plague.
The transition between the 2 perspectives in the game and their conflicts is executed flawlessly, from the US Marines, the Russian Soviets, and what their stories stand for. The opening to the next mission needs no introduction, and still gives me goosebumps to this day. Crawling out from the death around us, we're introduced for the very first time to Victor Reznov. Shh. Oh, sorry, Reznov, I'm a big fan.
I need your help.
We follow Reznov and keep a low profile from the German forces invading all around us, and finally get our grubby hands on the sniper rifle. Along with the nice tutorial from Reznov.
Fire at the wrong moment and your chance will be forever lost. Patience.
I'm let loose with some ammo and finally go to work.
Your aim is good, comrade.
Thanks. Auto aim's doing a lot of the heavy lifting. We continue through the war-torn streets with Reznov as our guide and begin to explain to us what his intentions are and what he truly wants. Revenge for him and the motherland.
Mark my words, comrade. One day things will change. We will take the fight to their land, to their people, to their blood.
This next section is known by the COD community as one of the most frustrating sniper sections in any COD campaign. The enemy sniper is across the way and he will take shots at you while moving from cover to cover. And this guy does not fuck around. This is my second time doing the sniper section, so I kind of had a little bit of a benefit of knowing what to do, but holy fuck is this annoying. There you are, you little son of a bitch.
You just crazed him! You just crazed him! You just crazed him!
God damn it. Okay, come on, you son of a bitch. I'm not fucking around this time.
Good hunting!
Yeah, that's right. Get fucking shitted on.
Surely have heard.
Next half of the level picks up the pace with me and Reznov getting spotted by hostiles, and it's a race for our lives, while having German forces attempt to flush us out of a collapsing building. Thankfully, with the skin off our backs, we jump out and we make it to friendly forces on the ground.
Dimitri, we thought you were among the dead.
The majority of the rest of the level is just being sniper rifle fire for your allies on the ground while they advance forward, taking out infantry in your way. Taking the advantage point for the last objective for a kill shot on the general. We set our sights on the general, link up, take out the bodyguard, and take out the final shot for the final enemy. Making our very badass exit from level 4, we continue the story with Reznov and Dmitri 3 years later as they continue their fight against the German forces, resulting in heavy casualties.
Genau wie diese dreckigen Schweine.
Was kaputt?
Nur billigen Plunder.
Just gonna go ahead and pick this up, I'm sure you boys won't mind.
Nein!
Come on, boys, we can all be friends here. Ow, come on.
Ist das?
Who the hell is that? Who can that be? Reznov!
Dimitri!
My hero! Dmitri and Reznov now united, the Red Army pushes the German forces back, fighting through the countryside. There wasn't too much to cover in this mission, the majority of it was just pushing the enemies back from different positions while we advanced forward. We come to a small trench firefight section, having to clear it out, we slowly push forward through the trenches. However, at Activision and Treyarch decided that it would be a great idea to just grenade spam the player constantly, and yeah, it's bananas. You don't think so? Watch this. Oh, fuck it, come on, this is unfair. After having every grenade on the battlefield literally thrown at us, we inch closer and closer to the last few objectives. We take out some enemy tanks and wrap up this grenade spamming fucking nightmare. Reznov, I love you, buddy, but this next one we gotta switch perspectives.
Though we've taken the airfield, the enemy still hold on to most of the inland areas of the island.
We hop in the shoes of Private Miller and the other Marines as they push closer to secure the rest of the island from the Japanese forces. These trenches were no joke on Veteran.
The enemy's dug in deep, and we have to get our hands dirty. Flamethrowers.
I was let loose with a flamethrower, and by God I used that bad boy to clear a path to those mortar pits. The enemies in the trenches were defending desperately as you try to advance forward and still have you on your toes with bullets or bonsai charges flying at you, putting you on one of the defenses quickly. I'm praying for a checkpoint. Fighting through the mortar pits, I completed my first objective and set my eyes on the next one, clearing a fiery path in my wake. That's it. Everybody dies. Everybody burns.
Alright, that's too hot. Anything we can do about that heat?
Fighting through the last few trenches, there was an overwhelming amount of enemies to take out, forcing us to do whatever I could moving from cover to cover. These trenches were insane on this mission and definitely took me some time to cut out a path. It was clear enough to push forward. In the process, I was ambushed and I got stuck in the fucking wall. And I had to restart. After advancing through the last mortar pit through the underground bunker, we can end this mission and hang up the flamethrower for now.
That's you operating the flamethrower, isn't it?
You bet your sweet ass it was, yeah.
Taking the airfield and the mortar pits showed us that the enemy will fight to the death for every last inch of this.
Following the last mission, we continue as Private Miller and Sergeant Roebuck, making their final push to the island we have been desperately trying to fight for the past few missions to secure.
And we take Peleliu.
Oh, hell yeah, we're in a tank. Let's go fucking kick some ass. Alright, should have figured that wasn't going to last very long. At the start of the mission, we get pinned down right from the get-go and have to fight off an ambush. Fuck everything in that general direction. And fuck that grenade too. I'm not going to lie, this first part had me clearing and checking every single area that I could with my cheeks clenched. I continued to use the strategy of pushing forward using cover on the side while my allies try to advance forward on the main front. But there was a lot. I tried to do what I could, but World at War just finds a way to glitch out. Look, even this fucking guy doesn't know what to do. Alright, it's fine. I guess I'll just restart. Quick restart, and I fought through the first section again. Can you fucking chill out with the grenades? The push towards the next checkpoint was brutal, and I had to pick who I was going to take out to advance forward. Fuck Uno reverse. Fuck Uno reverse twice. Fuck, man. At this point, the campaign already had the player in PTSD mode and survival instinct kicking in. It's all about pushing to the next checkpoint or objective at any cost. Having checkpoints be few and far in between sometimes, dying is a huge setback. So when you see that death screen, it hits you hard sometimes. Cave entrance had heavy enemy resistance, and the battlefield was covered in smoke, making it even more intense. This cave would be our final obstacle. The cave walls shake with artillery crashing down above us. You and your allies push forward to the enemy artillery storage. This whole goddamn area is so dark you could barely even see anything. But we pushed through, and the enemy forces were taken out at the bunker.
Call it in.
How many Marines did we lose taking this rock?
Already too many.
Relay the message to Major Gordon. The artillery on the point has been knocked out. Yes, sir.
Now we finally caught up with my old playthrough, and we'll be able to see the achievements given for each mission we completed on Veteran.
Today, we will watch as Zero falls, along with all those foolish enough to stand in our way.
Brave comrades of the 3rd Shock Army, today we lay waste to the German line.
Oh, hell yes, we get a tank!
Dimitri, ready to flamethrower!
And a flamethrower?
Now, this is epic.
This mission is a great break in between the intense levels that we had to deal with so far. Just to take a step back and launch some hate into the battlefield from a distance and not have to worry so much. However, you're not invincible, and you can find yourself overwhelmed by damage if you don't target your opponents quickly. Generally, when it comes to tank missions now with games, they can be so stale at times or just on the rails type of segments. But overall, I really enjoyed this mission. It was a nice little welcome break from the over-the-top, non-stop hellfest of the previous few missions.
Berlin! The Germans will truly see what they have unleashed. In the midst of all the blood, the bullets, and the dead, I found that an old friend was still very much alive. Dmitri Petrenko.
Hey, what's good, Reznov? You see that sick-ass shit I did back there in that tank?
At the siege of Stalingrad. As long as he lives, the heart of this army cannot be broken. He makes us all proud.
On the Fuhrer's birthday, a barrage of Katushka rockets will tear Berlin to pieces through the flames of their
Directly following the previous mission, we take part in an assault with heavy armor, pushing towards enemy German defenses. I took my time taking out hostile forces in this first section, hoping to clear out enough of them so this way I can keep going at a good pace. Continuing through the war-torn streets, we fight through various waves of hostiles, making our way through a very familiar building. If anyone knows World at War Zombies, this creepy asylum area would later be reused as the World at War Zombies map, Venturik, another one of my highly favorite zombie maps and still a highly regarded Call of Duty World at War map today. Pushing deeper in the asylum, we pass through different rooms that are split into different paths, giving us some options to approach the hostiles. German forces are set up across the courtyard, forcing us to take cover, once again picking off enemies from a distance, creating a path.
This place reeks of nightmares and madness.
Clearing the asylum was fun and creepy at times, and was a nice little reminder of zombies as well. With the asylum cleared out, we join our forces and keep pushing forward for victory for the Red Army. Achievement pops up for completing the mission. We keep going full speed as Dmitri and Reznov get closer and closer to conquering their ultimate goal.
Dmitri, are you ready?
Hell yeah, comrade. Let's go kick some commie ass. Oh, wait, no, that's us. Hey, guys, what's go... Oh, shit. Okay, my bad. A little awkward moment to walk in on.
This is not war. This is murder.
This is how you end a war, Chernov.
Mission 10 Relentless had us tracking down hostile forces, wiping them out whenever they were hiding. Starting with destroying a building filled with hostiles. Alright, looks like the coast is clear. Just gonna reload really quick. Jesus Christ, Reznov, you scared the shit out of me. Like most of the missions, I use the Mosin to take out enemies from a distance while pushing forward with the MP40 in close hostile range.
I can hardly breathe.
Complaining will not help. Just keep low. In Stalingrad, Dmitri and I go through many smoke-filled buildings. Do you hear him complaining?
Ah, motherfucker! With the building now in control, we come to the other side of the streets and continue with the battle, taking us to the metro entrance.
Chernov! What is going on?
These men are trying to surrender.
Look around you, Chernov. Do you think these men will be denied their revenge? Death comes only two ways. Fast or slow. Dmitri, it is your choice.
Well, here I go killing again. Get our way through the underground metro station. The darkness becomes even more of an issue to spot enemies. However, you can use the darkness to your advantage and slip past them into the shadows, taking your shots by surprise. I actually kind of like this mission, and I only got caught up on the ending metro section a few times due to the darkness, but overall, I did like it. The last section has us fighting to defend the door while Reznov tries desperately to open it. We get our achievement and take a step back from Dmitri and his story, instead have another on-the-rails type of mission with Black Cats. Playing as a crew member of the bomb squadron, we take control of a mounted machine gun while moving to the primary turrets in the front, sides, and back. Your objective is simple. Anything that floats, you destroy it, and fucking take out those PT boats.
Must be some pretty important cargo they're carrying. We need to get below the flag.
After receiving a distress signal from our men stranded at sea, the Black Cat's crew makes a rescue mission, splashing down the water, having you desperately try to defend as you pull in your teammates from the water. I want to highlight this mission, how it takes a basic on-the-rails type of mission and still has you moving around from different positions while also helping the soldiers in the water. It never felt stale, and it always had me going, hoping that I can grab as many men as possible. The ending has us holding out from Japanese planes firing at us from the skies. Clearing a path, we take off, and we wrap up this mission, saving a total of 6 men. This one was definitely fun, and I'll have to come back for it for the extra missions. After some time away from Private Miller and Pacific, we go ahead and we jump back to him, and Roebuck retells the months of battle it's taken to get to this point.
The last few months on Okinawa have taken their toll. Morale is low. It's the rain, sir, and the mud. Tanks are getting bogged down, supplies aren't getting through.
With Mother Nature and the enemies against us, we're deployed to Wana Ridge for an assault. We're quickly ambushed by forces and have to fight our way to the first bunker. The enemies kept hiding in the tall grass, so I figured it would be a good idea if I just burn them out. Come on, baby, just a few more feet. Fuck me, almost there. Oh, fucking goddamn it. After a few deaths, we make our way to the first bunker and start clearing out with heavy resistance along the way. Roebuck puts us in charge of the satchel charges, and we keep pushing forward.
What are you waiting for, Miller? Burn him!
Now I'm going. Ah, fuck, war never changes, I guess. Here you go. Take that. Sick. First objective down, 2 more to go. If I keep up this speed, I'll be done with this level in no time. Time to pull out the old baseball arm. There you go. Take that. Run. Fuck, I missed. Alright, boys, it's your turn. Anyone want to go in? No? You busy? Alright, guess it'll be me. Getting more supplies, I was generous enough to be quick to deliver it the same day, and took out the objective moving forward. I was hopeful that the last one would be quick as the previous 2, so me and the men lined up with some tanks and pushed forward to the final bunker. Making our way inside it was going to be tight quarters with enemies left and right. I burned a path through, me and the troops can go ahead and get through quicker. Got some enemies above us, go ahead and throw that out there. God damn it. I deserve this. Alright, no more funny business. I'm not taking this shit anymore. God damn it. Alright, no more funny business. I'll take that, good sir. Last bunker would in fact not be as quick as the others, and actually turn out to be a pain in the ass. There's enemies below and on top of you. Using the perfect pitching arm that I have there, never missing, I went ahead and blew them up top with the satchel charge, and went ahead and wrapped up this mission.
You leaving?
Push ahead and take Shuri Castle.
But we're running on empty here.
You'll have a supply
It's not bad, okay?
Tomorrow? How the hell are we supposed to hold out till tomorrow?
This is bullshit.
You hear this, Sarge? We ain't getting shit till tomorrow morning.
Intel says Shuri Castle is mostly deserted. Look on the bright side. After this, you boys will probably get relieved and be on the road.
Yeah? That's what we thought after Peleliu.
Blowtorch and Corkscrew wasn't the final stand, however. The U.S. troops grow tired, wounded, and ready to head home. Private Miller and his squad aren't done just yet in the Pacific. They gear up and head out with the remaining troops they have to assault Shuri Castle.
When we take Shuri Castle, we go home. All of us.
Move, get to it. Double time. Watch the grass, watch the trees, watch any damn place Tojo could be waiting.
Going into the 13th and final mission for Private Miller, I knew it was going to be balls to the wall with constant AI. Lord, make me fast and accurate. Bonsai charge, boys, get ready. Why the hell does everyone come directly towards me? I'm starting to think I'm getting singled out here. With mortar strikes coming in all around us, we had to push for the bunker as quickly as possible.
Pretty damn quick. There must be spotters holed up in the tunnels. We need to take them out. Clear them out.
With Daddy Roebuck's orders, we're right back at enemy tunnels trying to clear them out, finding spotters for the mortars, handing off a few grenades and taking them out. Hearing some friendly forces above me, I exited the tunnels and the private tossed in an explosive, taking out the tunnel system. I try to use my strategy from other missions and slowly push myself forward, letting my team progress forward in front of me. But the amount of grenade spams and how many enemies were around left and right, it was going to be a little bit more difficult than expected. And they do not let up. Thank God he only had a bayonet. Can you imagine if he had a rifle? That'd be bad. Starting to get down a good groove, I just focused on the left-hand side, pushing up in that direction. If I wasn't careful, however, I would quickly be snucken up on. Fucking A, that was close. Our first big area was cleared, and we were on to the next. I died a lot more times than I like to admit in the first part, so my patience was running thin and my ammo was running low. We progressed deeper and got to a checkpoint, thank God, and we're set up with our next objectives, taking out mortar pits, my favorite. Luckily enough, they gave us some mortars of our own, and I used every single one of those bad boys without hesitation. I completely decimated whatever's in front of me. I did not give a shit at this point. I was clearing a path. First two mortar pits were taken out with ease, and we proceeded forward to the next pit. We're met with some MG fire. I spot old Reliable and give her a good toss. Hey, look at that precision. And we got ourselves a little achievement, too. Good shit. Hey, hang on, bud. Oh, you bastard. Not this time, buckaroo. The next area would have us branching off into left and right, giving us the main objective of eliminating all the enemies in the area. I knew trying to rely on my teammates to push forward wasn't going to work for me, so I needed to go ahead and weasel my way up somehow. I took out as many as I could and moved from cover to cover like I usually do, letting my teammates advance right behind me. Make our way through a broken down structure, we see enemies advancing forward in front of us. Unfortunately for them, we had an MG set up, so everyone got turned into fucking Swiss cheese. In a shocking turn of events, we're down in tunnels yet again to clear them out. We move into a room filled with some baddies above us, and we have to take them out, progressing forward as quickly as possible so we don't get overwhelmed and my ass blown off. Leaving the tunnels, we exit outside of the final battle zone. What's going on here? Oh fuck, they got our boy. I got you. Alright, fuck me, I guess. Saving two of our fellow soldiers in a standoff, I ended up picking Roebuck. Polonsky was sacrificed. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry, bud, you understand. I had to pick Daddy Roebuck. Before we had any time to mourn, the final battle had begun, and the enemies were pouring in without stopping, with artillery all around us. Stocking up on as much ammo as possible, trying to hold our ground. This area was nuts. I went from cover to cover, having grenades being thrown at me, and constantly waiting for air support to move in and take them out. One thing I wanted to mention in this area is that there are no checkpoints. No matter how hard you try to run and avoid death, if you end up dying, guess what, shithead? You're restarting that battle all over again, so don't fuck up. Using the air support system to my advantage, I stayed back from cover, trying to aim for the biggest buildings I could with enemies in them, having air support taking them out, and then eventually pushing forward and taking out the rest of the artillery around us. Finally, taking down the last objectives, we focused on the last structure. I pulled out my air support, targeted the building, and took cover. The boys in the sky dropped the bombs, and that's it. Private Miller, Sergeant Roebuck, and the others are done.
We did it. It's over. It's finally over. Everything that was asked of us, we've done. Every night we lay in a filthy foxhole praying the enemy won't slit our throats.
What the fuck is up with him?
Every
you
day
good there,
we
bud?
spend crawling through the mud and the dirt while bullets whistle all around. This is the enemy's last stand. When we take Shuri Castle, we go home.
The castle has been taken, and we're given Polonsky's dog tags. There is something we can only do to prevent his death. With Miller and Roebuck's story coming to a close, we have one more story arc to finish, Dmitri and Reznov. The Red Army closes its grips on the German forces in Germany.
In the surrounding streets, we choke the life from those who will still dare to defend it. When our flag flies over the city, our enemies' defeat and humiliation will be beyond question. Our vengeance will be complete.
You will be okay. Do you hear me? They flooded their own metro in an effort to kill us, Dmitri. But once again, they failed. Once more, we cheat death.
Dmitri and Reznov recover from the metro attack and prepare for the 14th mission, Heart of the Reich, one of the most notorious missions in Call of Duty history for being extremely difficult.
Will lead us home. Writing about this war or fighting it?
Germany in the flood.
No one will ever read this. If you lack the stomach to kill for your country, at least show me that you are willing to die for it.
I don't know if it was the high of knowing that this game was going to be ending soon, or just the missions with Reznov amping me up, but I was ready for attack.
And eradicate whatever scum remains in defense of each building.
We get our objective of clearing out the buildings and moving forward. Alright boys, I'm going to peek. Okay, there's someone there. I'm going to try to peek again, don't worry. God damn it. Advancing forward through some broken buildings, taking out enemies one by one like I always do. I tried the best that I could, but there was a lot of enemies in this area. Every section just kept taking out enemies, moving forward, and trying not to die. Alright, maybe that was a little bit overkill on that one, but I had to make sure. Like always, my teammates were brave, but not brave enough to move up without me. Yep, there you go, boys. Doing the Lord's work, I see. Yep, there you go. Throw that grenade. Oh, they threw it right back. Don't worry, I got it. You gotta love the determination. Finally coming to the notorious part that I've been dreading this entire playthrough. The AA guns. This area is filled with flak guns that we need to take out and enemies filled to the brim. It is very hard. I specifically did not edit this part just so this way you guys can see what the hellscape it was. Crawling your way to cover, you can slowly start to see your objectives and how surrounded and swarmed they are. Just like the final battle with Private Miller, checkpoints don't come as easily. You only get your first checkpoint as soon as you take down the first 2 flak guns, which means if you die before the first 2, you gotta restart it all over again. After a few deaths, we made our way to the first flak gun. We pushed our way all the way up, trying to set a charge desperately. Fuck yeah, alright, there's one. Reznov gives us a slap on the ass for motivation, and we keep going. We get a checkpoint, so I had a little bit of checkpoint confidence. The game slowly tells you that your confidence doesn't mean dick. I remember that using the Panzer takes out the guns, so I pulled that out, trying to take out the last gun from a distance. That worked really well, and I'll probably end up using that for the last gun. As we get closer and closer to the final structure, we get another checkpoint, and this time around, I wasn't going to waste it. I'm methodically looking around, trying to take out enemies and where they could be posting up, just so this way I don't die. Alright, I guess I'll just stay here, that's fine. As the enemy numbers grow weaker and weaker, we push towards the final set of stairs. Chernoff, no! Fuck, man, Chernoff got turned into a kebab.
Dmitri,
Someone should read this.
With Reznov's blessing, we're giving Chernov's diary to read. Rest easy, comrade. Reznov recounts all the events that have taken us to the point that we're at right now, fighting through death all the way here to the 15th mission.
All of it has been necessary. When the flag of our motherland flies atop the Reichstag, all of Berlin will know that the evil of the fascist Reich has been wiped from the face of the earth.
April 30th, 1945. When he first spoke of Dmitri, Reznov told tales of a hero. Someone we should all aspire to be like. At times, I have seen him show mercy, but at others act with complete brutality. I do not understand him. Perhaps heroes need not question their actions.
Steel yourselves, men, for the final push to victory. Today we crush what remains of their fascist Reich. As heroes, we will return to Russia's embrace. Our land, our people, our blood.
Your motherland needs your final commitment!
The remaining forces we have push towards the final objective, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't think this first part was going to be this hard, but I definitely got stuck and there was some heavy machine gun fire. A lot of enemies hiding, and they're all obstructed. I got pinned down here several times trying to force my way up, eventually dying in the process many times. Make fun of me all you want, but it took me like 25 minutes even to get to this section, so I was afraid to peek my little head out and get shot. So I was just sitting back and trying to take as many shots as I could without getting shot myself. Fuck, he threw back at me. Eat shit! Ammo was going to be scarce this level, so I tried to pick up as many weapons as I could and kept pushing forward. Me and Reznov were side by side again, fighting our way up the stairs, advancing towards at a good pace now. Enemy resistance was slowly dwindling down, so we just had to wait them out and move forward. Alright, maybe those guys aren't going down without a fight. Moving up through the corridors, we see that even behind closed doors, we're not the only ones fighting. I wanted to go ahead and highlight the AI in this game and how it works, demonstrating storytelling. Even though the AI wasn't perfect back then, they did one hell of a job demonstrating that storytelling in a good atmosphere. In the next room, we find ourselves with a very familiar sniper rifle and prepare ourselves with some excellent headshots. Just reload this bad boy real quick. Alright, anyone see that video of the watermelon exploding? Well, you're about to. Skill issue.
Dmitri, take it down! Use the Panzerschreck! Concentrate fire!
Reznov gives us orders to pick up the Panzerschreck, so we start pushing towards it, grab that Panzer, and take cover. I'll just pick this up really quick, I'm sure you guys won't mind. Sorry baby, I'll never abandon you, I'll pick you up, don't worry. I never do you like that. We come across some closed doors and stack up, ready for the final push.
It's being held from the other side. I need help.
Go! Everyone, through the doors!
Advancing to the third floor, I knew that the enemies were going to be slowing down, but not stopping. I still took my time, hid, in cover, trying to take out as many enemies as possible. I knew that the last checkpoint I had was a while ago, so I wasn't trying to die anytime soon. I let my teammates take out as many as they could. I moved up slowly behind them, avoiding grenades as possible, and kept pushing forward. And that was about it. This was the final floor. Approaching the flag, we got closer and closer as their artillery rained down. I picked up the Russian flag and made my final stand. One last fuck you. Eat my ass.
Claim our victory!
Oh fuck, I'm hit! Reznov, save me! Like a fucking legend you are. Fuck yeah. I won't give up, Daddy Reznov. I won't, as long as you're by my side.
You can make it, my friend.
We could do it.
You always...
Oh, you big-cocked bastard. Fuck yeah. Let's finish this. 15 levels. 8 hours of my life gone. I'm sticking this fucking flag in. I love you. I hate you. Fuck this game, I'm done.
As long as you live, the heart of this army can never be broken.
Things will change, my friend. As heroes, we
Call
will
of Duty
return to
World at War on Veteran was done. Going into this campaign, I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I definitely didn't expect it to be this hard. If you asked me to do it again, I definitely probably wouldn't do it. It really showed how times have changed from back then in the 360 days up until now. This journey was amazing, but by far one of the most harder difficulties in the playthroughs that I've ever done for a Call of Duty game. I really appreciate you guys watching my retrospective playthroughs. I hope to have content like this in the future for you guys. Thank you so much for watching Call of Duty World at War on Veteran with me.
General Eisenhower informs me that the forces of Germany have surrendered to the United Nations. The victory won in the West must now be won in the East. Gathered here, representatives of the major warring powers, to conclude a solemn agreement whereby peace may be restored. It is my earnest hope, and indeed the hope of all mankind, that from this solemn occasion a better world shall emerge out of the blood and carnage of the past. A world founded upon faith and understanding. Of man and the fulfillment of his most cherished wish of freedom, tolerance, and justice.